senior patrolman sighed in relief and leaned back against the I-beam. "It's okay, kid. He's got his family with him." A tired-looking woman and 2 children hurried off the slideway to Amos. "What the hell?" the young man said. "That midget don't look so tough to me." "You don't know Amos. If you did, you would have soaked your jock, especially if Amos was on the prowl for a little fight to cheer him up some." The 4 MiGs each touched small white rectangles against a pickup, and Vulcan's central computer logged the movement of MiG Sten Amos, MiG Sten freed, MiG dependent Sten odd, MiG dependent Sten Joss into the row. As the Sten family passed the 2 patrolmen, the older man smiled and tipped Amos a nod. His partner just glared. Amos ignored them and hustled his family toward the Livy entrance. "Mig likes to fight, huh? That ain't what you call company-approved social mannerisms." "Son, we busted the head of every MiG who beefed one on the row. There'd be a labor shortage." "Maybe we ought to take him down some." "You think you're the man who could do it?" The young patrolman nodded. "Why not? Catch him back of a narco joint and thump him some." The older man smiled and touched a long and livid scar on his right arm. "It's been tried by some better. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're the one who can do something. But you best remember, Amos isn't any old MiG." "What's so different about him?" The patrolman suddenly tired of his new partner and the whole conversation. "Where he comes from, they eat little boys like you for breakfast." The young man bristled and started to glower. Then he remembered that even without the pot gut, his senior still had about 20 kilos and 15 years on him. He spun and turned the glower on an old lady who was weaving happily out of the row. She looked at him, gummed a grin, and spat neatly between the probationary's legs onto the deck. "Clot MiGs." Amos slid his card through the Livy's pickup, and the computer automatically added an hour to Amos's work contract. The 4 of them walked into the lobby, and Amos looked around. "I don't see the boy." "Carl said school had him on an extra shift," his wife, Freed, reminded him. Amos shrugged. "He ain't missing much. Guy down the line was here last off shift. Says the first show's some clot about how some exec falls for a joy girl and takes her to live in the eye with him." Music blared from inside the theater. "Come on, Dad, let's go." Amos followed his family into the showroom. Sten hurriedly tapped computer keys, then hit the Job Input tab. The screen blared, then went gray blank. Sten winced. He'd never finish in time to meet his family. The school's ancient computer system just wasn't up to the number of students carded in for his class shift. Sten glanced around the room. No one was watching. He hit basic function, then a quick sequence of keys. Sten had found a way to tap into one reasoning bank of the central computer. Against school procedure for sure. But Sten, like any other 17-year-old, was willing to let tomorrow's hassles hassle tomorrow. With the patch complete, he fed in his task card and groaned as his assignment swam up onto the screen. It was a cyberlathe exercise, making L-beams. It would take forever to make the welds, and he figured that the mandated technique, obsolete even by the school's standards, created a stress line 3 microns off the joining. Then Sten grinned. He was already in violation. He drew 2 alloy steel bars on the screen with his light pen, then altered the input function to Job Program. Then he switched the pen's function to Weld. A few quick motions, and somewhere on Vulcan, 2 metal bars were nailed together. Or maybe it was a computer-only exercise. Sten waited in agony as the computer screen blanked. Finally, the computer lit up and scrolled, "Project completed satisfactorily." He was finished. Sten's fingers flashed as he cut out of the illegal patch, plugged back into the school's computer, which was just beginning to flicker wearily back into waiting program. Input the project complete.